Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction, bringing you another reaction video tonight. I'm very excited to bring this one to you. Is Capstan's newest song. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing this right. I could be completely wrong, so let me know if I'm pronouncing it wrong. But I believe it's Bete Noire. If I could be wrong, there is a very good possibility I'm wrong. I'm just dumb. So please correct me if I am wrong. But either way, I'm very excited for a new Capstan song. I love Capstan. Fantastic band. I feel like they're a pretty underrated band as well too. So if you haven't given them some love, check the links down in the description. Go show them some love. I had a chance to interview them a couple years ago now. We'll love to have them back on again at some point, maybe sometime soon. But either way, I'm very excited about Capstan. So let's give their new song a listen and see what it's all about. Ooh. Interesting.
So dire, now let us all pray. The dollar, our altar, American way. Say hail to the thief, united and greed, and fuck over anyone just to succeed. You say nothing's up, but then you control. We'll never let go until we pick through their bones.
Ooh. Oh, let's go.
So tired, now let us all pray. The dollar, our altar, American way. Say hail to the thief, united and greed, and fuck over anyone just to succeed. You say nothing's up, but then you control. We'll never let go until we pick through their bones. 'Cause if this way was right, why are we so focused? We say what is on.
Oh, this is sick. Little violin action. I like it. Okay. Oh, a breakdown's coming. Oh, yes. What? Oh my God! What the fuck?
Say hail to the thief, united and greed.
What was that? That's awesome. Ooh. Oh, that was nasty. What the hell, man? Oh, that was so sick. Guys, that was Capstan's new song, Bete Noire. Oh, what happened? That was awesome. I was a little unsure, as you could tell at the beginning. I was like, where is this gonna go? But man, they really hit the 180, you know what I'm saying, on that song. So I like this. Guys, let's get into what I think about the track. Well, obviously you already know I enjoyed it, so I'll break it down a little bit more for you. Beginning was interesting. Definitely like a lot more electronic heavy, which from their previous album, Separate, I know that there was a little bit of electronic influence in it, but this one felt a little bit more deliberate, which is totally fine. I like that. But it definitely threw me a little bit for a loop in terms of sound. But once we got into like that chorus, oh, things changed, and it changed in like the coolest way possible. I really liked. I feel like over the years, I've really kind of grown to love. I believe it's Anthony who does like the cleans and the screams. I believe, I've grown to love his clean singing. At first, I wasn't really a fan, but now I feel like every release that they've kind of done, I've enjoyed it that much more. And I think that like just really listening to Restless Hearts and as well as Separate, I feel like just beating those albums into the ground and like listening to them a ton. I still go back and listen to them a lot, but just going back and listening to them a lot, I think it gave me a lot more appreciation for what Anthony does as a vocalist, both on the screaming department as well as the clean singing, because that is a very difficult role to follow sometimes. And I think I was being externally a little bit too harsh on him, but I think he really hit his stride in a song like this, which I really appreciate, because you could definitely hear a lot of his like clean vocal range and then also screaming as well. I thought that was really sick. Boz, I love his high singing. I really love kind of his like mid to high range singing. I think he really nails that tonality super well. And paired with Anthony, I think is always really good. I was actually surprised there wasn't a little bit more harmonies in and of that. So that was a little bit of a surprise take, but really enjoyed the kind of musicality of that. Their guitar player, that's screaming. I did see that live at a show. They were playing at Love Drafts out in Mechanicsburg. Shout out to Love Drafts. But I saw that he was screaming live with them, and I was like, huh, that's a little strange. I thought I know Anthony typically does the scream, so that was a little bit odd to hear that. But now in hindsight, now I get it, because he's now going to be screaming live, but also like screaming in the material. So that was really cool to hear a little bit early. And I feel like a song like this is just utilizing all of their talents, which is really awesome. The musicality of it behind this was really, really sick. It was really heavy, but also like very melodic at the same time. I love the incorporation of violin and that like little bridge part. The breakdowns on this track were Chef's Kiss. I loved all of them. The last this last part of the song was also really sick, but like that middle like bridge breakdown part, oh, I could live in that moment all day. I would love to rewind and live in that moment when I first heard it. But great breakdown. Obviously, elicited quite a reaction from me. So I feel like kudos to Capstan for doing that. But I think they continue to surprise me as a group. They're one band that I always keep an eye out for, that I feel like they're always trying to push the envelope in terms of what they're capable of doing. And I don't know if this is just a precursor to an EP or possibly another album. But I would be curious to see if they're just going much heavier, because I think this has a lot more heaviness to it that I would argue like Restless Hearts as well as Separate didn't have. I think Separate's kind of like the good in between. Like I think there's definitely a lot of heavy moments in Separate, certainly, but I think Restless doesn't have as nearly as heavy. I mean, it's still heavy. It's still a heavy album, but I think it is less heavy comparatively to Separate and comparatively to Bete Noire, which is their newest song. So it's been curious to see them go heavier than I feel like they have been. Like a lot of their stuff I feel like is more of the like kind of like a combination of like post-hardcore or like pop punk, alternative, like metalcore. I think they kind of hit that stride. And probably one of the reasons why I fell in love with them as a group. And I think that they still continue to do those elements, but I also feel like they're moving a little bit more into the darker territory and talking about darker things and having darker concepts and musicality to go along with that. And it's been a curious process for me to kind of listen to this song and love it, but also to listen and love their old material as well. I still go back and listen to a lot of their old Capstan stuff. So um, I think it's a cool juxtaposition that they're in now, and I'd be curious to see if maybe they have some lighter songs, quote unquote, and they also have these songs that are a lot heavier and thematically a little bit darker. I think that would be interesting to see if that's something that they will carry on with, or if this is just maybe like a one-off song. But overall, I think Capstan is definitely hitting on all cylinders on this track. I think if you are a fan of Capstan and you haven't checked this song out, I would highly recommend giving it a listen. And if you're new to Capstan, I think this is a great jumping off point for new listeners as well too. It is heavy and it is a lot, so I would maybe recommend listening to like Restless Hearts. That's such a fantastic album, one of my favorite albums of the that year, as well as probably one of my favorite. I would probably put this in my favorite albums of all time as well. Same with Separate. I think I came around to Separate a little bit later on, but I still like I found a lot of love for that album. Dealing with some personal issues in my life, I think I really gravitated towards that album, and that one means a lot to me now as well too. So I find that Capstan always finds a specific point in my life where I need them, and they hit it. And I think that this song obviously maybe might not speak to me personally, but I think that they are always a group that I will continue to look out for, because I think they've always meant something to me as an individual. So always excited to check out new Capstan stuff. And of course, I just love Capstan, so it's just another great opportunity to give them a listen. So please, if you haven't given Capstan some love, check the links in the description to go check out their new music. Go check out this music video if you haven't. And I know that they're doing a tour next year with Holding Absence, which is awesome, and Casey and Akers, and I'm fucking stoked. So it's gonna be a great lineup, great tour. I would love to do something, Capstan. Hit me up. Well, let's do something at the show. But yeah, love Capstan, and big ups to the guys. They're awesome dudes. So please go show them some love. If you enjoyed this reaction video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. It does go a long way. I'm very close to 3K, so if you could help me get to 3K, that would be amazing. I'd be so stoked. So thank you guys for watching. Hope to catch you in the next video. Peace.